Well, speaking of booking with you, what kind of business would you offer, like to potential business owners and people who are planning on starting their own business? What kind of services can we offer? Like from setting up your business. What about like, is there any other service that we do?
Yeah, we actually do a lot of services, especially for business owners. So from the start of creating your own business numbers, director's IDs, yes, the ABN, trailing business number. If you are a sole trader, you need actually to have that one before you start your own business. And also, if you are looking at the possibility of establishing your own company, we can help you, especially out with the legalities on setting up your business.
Okay. And you can assist us as well with loan applications?
Yeah, we can definitely assist you with the preparation of business plans and also the forecast. So what we can do with you is just help you out on how to forecast your companies, the possibilities of your companies succeeding.
What about when the business is ongoing, like it's finally taken off, you know, like making very stable profits? What sort of service do we do? Can you help them with like to grow further and sort of like take the stress or, you know, like worries when it comes to their taxation?
The only stress for business actually is paying their taxes.
Okay, so you're
you need
able
that one
to,
because you're a business, right? Quarterly, you need to pay your business tax, your activity statements. So the best thing of having an account.
Can I do what in annual?
Annually, companies annual tax return for the directors. Yes, you can do the annual, but for the businesses, you have to actually pay your quarterly.
Do you also do business statements and stuff?
Yep, of course. So we actually offer business activity statement preparation for our company clients. So it's actually the headache for business owners preparing those things because they knew how to run the company, they knew how to entice their customers, but they don't know how to establish their own documents. Keep a record on everything that they need,
especially juggling with time.
Yes, so that's why they got a problem with the tax preparation. So they will pay more than what they have to pay because they don't have the proper structure or proper arrangement of all their expenses and what else that they can claim.
So again, engaging with an accountant if we have businesses is not just a once-off. It's
definitely
all year-round engagement.
They're like family.
They're like your
That's
JP.
why we call ourselves as the friendly neighbor accountant.
Okay, Dave, in your experience as an accountant, what's the worst thing that could happen if we don't file our tax correctly?
So it's actually true to everyone, not just the business. So if you have your tax return filed incorrectly, the worst things that you could happen is probably an audit, of course. So they would actually look at your accounts, your tax returns, item by item, not just most of the item, but every item. Obviously, they will take a look from a single dollars that you claim. All the supporting documents, they have to match everything that you claim. So and also that's why it's actually very important that you have your data as much. You have your receipts. Obviously, you have to keep all your receipts.
Will they also look one by one all the expenses?
For all the expenses. So that's the worst things that could happen. And obviously, if you wrongfully or fraudulently, say for example, it's really a fraud, there could be a penalty for that one. So
that's very stressful.
Yeah, it's actually a stressful, not just for you financially.
So what happens if I'm claiming for fuel but I drive a Tesla? Is that fraud?
Obviously. How can you claim a fuel if you're driving a Tesla? But the stress there is not just financially. You can just pay that one if you want, but the stress here there mentally and how you would deal with those things, especially dealing with the people that would do an audit with you. It's actually the mental stress that you would go through night to night thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's actually the best thing that you consult your
Mm.
your tax professionals. Say
Yeah.
if you got a sickness, if you got a problem, you go to your doctors, right?
Yeah.
So if you got business problems, or you go to if you get a tax problem or business problems, where will you go? Obviously to the professionals that know the things,
Yeah.
which is your
Yeah.
your accountant. So
Yeah.
it's actually like a specializations. There are accountants that are specializing with financial forecasting. There are accountants that's specializing with auditing. So there are also accountants that's specializing with taxation. So they actually can help you with that one. Yep.
During one of the events that we have attended as a TaxSmart Cafe Casey was during the Elevate with Jack Delosa, and he did mention about how an entrepreneur would start a business as a technician and then goes up as a manager and then as a leader and then as an entrepreneur. And I think the worst thing that could happen for business owners is when we get stuck to being just a technician and we do everything, including doing our, setting up a business, doing the marketing, and then doing the BAS, doing bookkeeping, a lot of things.
Filing tax.
Filing tax. So it actually hinders the business to grow. And what Jack Delosa was saying is that, we have to reflect and lessen our time as a technician so that as entrepreneurs could actually grow more and actually expand the business.
Yeah.
So one thing that we've learned with TaxSmart Cafe Casey is that there are things that we have to let go in terms of being a technician so that we can expand the business. And one way of us doing that is actually allowing or delegating the taxation sort of side of things to the experts, which is to the accountants, so that we can focus more on other things. So as an accountant, what would you be able to offer business owners or entrepreneurs so that so that the matters of taxation or the legalities of taxes are covered?
It's actually good that you mentioned that one, because for business owners, especially for the aspiring business owners out there, you have to focus on what really is important with you guys. That's why we are here accountants, because we take care of your numbers. You don't need to really consider your...
I was laughing because the important thing for business owners is the refund.
It's actually not the refund that's very important. The important is you need to grow, expand. Expand your areas of competition. So that's the thing with business owners. You just not think of the numbers. The numbers, you left that one with individuals that know the numbers. Can just delegate that to them, right? So accountants actually offer a lot of services out there. They can do bookkeeping. So definitely we can do that one. We can do bookkeeping. We can do assessment with your tax planning. So later on at the end of financial year, you don't get lost with your taxations. And also we assist you with, of course, technicalities on setting up the business, so that you don't have any problem with how you would set up the business. You can just focus on what really matters to you, which is your own craft. And other than that, we have also offered administrative services that we can offer to you, that we can discuss if you would want to, obviously.
And the good thing, if the numbers are clear, then we can make better decisions as entrepreneurs, because we know where to expand or how we can expand. So that's really good.
The importance actually of having an accountant is they add value to your company. Yep.
Yeah.
So if you have an accountant, you know what, how is my financial health be? If you have a family doctor, you know what's your current health status, right? If you have a lawyers, you know the legalities of your documents. If you have the accountants, you have the confidence to say that, oh, my company is actually doing good, because they are actually taking care of your numbers.
Dave, let's talk about cryptocurrency. It's a hot topic. Do I need to pay tax if I have some cryptocurrency in?
If you have some, or you already have some.
Yeah, like I have them everywhere.
Have you
Some,
disclosed to your wife that you have some?
yeah.
Some.
So, i.e., they're in the exchange, or oh, they got rug pulled. No, that's too technical. No, but yeah, just in general.
Yeah.
Do you pay on those things, or do you have to declare it, or what do I need to do if I have cryptocurrency in Australia?
Okay, hot topic, right? So actually, most of the guys that I know actually have their own cryptos, right? So I think
Is it just guys?
yeah, usually I think, especially for the gamers. So for gamers out there,
yeah.
especially those people that are really into technology, so they are on the advancement of technology. And obviously, there are also girls that I know that they are holding and trading cryptocurrencies, and actually, it's very big revolutions for nowadays. Obviously, so we call that one as the digital finance, right? It's actually, they say that this is the future, and some other also claims that it won't last long, but it's still here right now. And the biggest question there, do I need to report this one for tax purposes? So obviously the answer lies on, is there a CGT event? Is there a transfer of one asset to another asset? That's the questions for most of the crypto enthusiasts. So what is CGT event? Actually, CGT event is when there is a change in ownership, a change in one asset to another. Say, for example, you hold a Bitcoin, then you change your Bitcoin to Ethereum. There's definitely a change in asset from one asset to another. And there is a change in the price on that one.
Right.
So that's a CGT event.
Yes, those are CGT events. And definitely you need to report that one. It's actually like holding or trading a car with another car, right? That's different in value. So
correct.
the increase or decrease in value is
Still
layman terms, that's a CGT event.
So whether it's
a profit or loss.
Yeah, whether it's a
is
profit or
CGT
loss,
event.
you need to declare that
so
one.
it's a taxable event.
Yes.
Oh.
Definitely, it's an event that you need to declare for tax purposes. It's not generally that a taxable event. So because if it's a loss, you need to declare that one as a loss, obviously. Yes. So
And
Well,
what's
there
the
you go.
second one?
the second one is if you sell it, obviously.
If you sell it.
If you sell it with another, we call that one in the crypto world as the same with the dollar. So it's called as the Tetiras or the other coins that they can easily convert to cash. So those are actually CGT events that you need to consider when you are a crypto enthusiast. Obviously, those things you need to declare that one because you are actually earning with that one.
Better
Is it
to
a
be
good
safe.
thing or a bad thing that you have to pay tax with your crypto? That's a question, right?
It's a very controversial
If I
question.
ask you, is it a good thing that you need to you are already paying tax because you have crypto investment?
I mean, it will be very, very controversial for some because that is the whole point of the crypto revolution. You know, like because this is all they wanted it to be anonymous. You know, like decentralized. So
Yes, it's
pros and cons.
It's
again.
actually pretty controversial, but
Yeah.
If you look at it that way, for the purpose of taxation, you have to actually declare that one. It's a good thing that you are paying tax for that
So
one.
that means,
Right,
'cause
there
that
we
means
go.
you've earned from
That means you've earned.
Yeah.
That's the right
Okay.
thing. Meaning, if
So
you are
if-
paying, meaning you are actually earning.
Okay,
Yep. So
that
if
is
you
good
are-
to know.
If you are not paying, then you are losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually a bad thing if you are losing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I know, guys, most of you have lost in crypto, especially when you are starting.
We are in this season now where
Yes.
it's
So
not
if
really.
you are paying tax for this financial year or last financial year because of those cryptos that you hold and sell,
Yeah.
so it's actually a good thing because you are earning from those investment that you got. It's actually same as having a house that you bought and there's a capital appreciation later on.
Yeah.
On later years, say for example, you bought the house at around 500,000 and next year you sold it for around 600,000. That's already a good amount of profit, 100,000
Oh,
profit
most
just for the
definitely.
whole year.
Yeah.
And it's actually the same as that one. It includes not only the crypto, but it's also the NFT that's very familiar with nowadays, right? So
And NFT again is
non-fungible
Non-fungible.
token. Obviously, there are a lot of NFT enthusiasts out there also that are collecting same as a painting. You know, painting.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah,
number one thing.
Yeah, they are actually collecting that one, buying that one same as a property.
Correct.
Wow.
Yes, so they call it as the cryptoverse. Well,
Yeah.
well, it's actually a really good to hear word, right? New words, especially for the new generations out there that really are enthusiasts with that one.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
there are actually a lot of companies that are venturing with that actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Especially
here we go.
for the banks and also
Yeah.
other companies. They're actually venturing into cryptos, though it's not that wide today. But there are a lot of people that are actually doing it. But for the purpose of taxations, so if there are actually events that occur and there is a CGT event,
Yeah.
you actually need to report that one out. And
Awesome.
definitely the one that can help you with the calculation with that one is obviously your tax accountant.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what if I went and withdraw it to $1?
Definitely there's a CGT event, obviously. If you just
It's
buy
the same
it
thing
and
with
buy it
with
and buy it.
using the Bitcoin card to buy a soft serve in McDonald's, right?
Yes.
So
it's actually
event.
an event that you already
Correct.
sold your
They spent it.
There
they
you
spent
go.
it.
So I have a question while we were discussing this. So you said like most of the guys or even women
Yes.
to have a cryptocurrency. And then what if I just keep it to myself? I'm not doing anything, but no one knows, and it's just growing, and it's been growing for 2 years
Yeah.
now.
Do you
I
have
don't want to
Bitcoin?
declare it. Is that
Do
something?
do you have?
Sounds like the question applies to yourself.
No, I
Like-
think I'm just asking a
yeah.
general question. I think everyone can
Are you asking
Relate.
for a
can
friend?
relate to it. Like some people who have done this because it's a non-regulatory before. Like
Yes.
people can just join in
Yeah.
and it's just I think most people think it's a side hustle or
Yep.
just something that will grow and someday will grow in value, and indeed it happened. And so what if you're in that stage, like you've been in that
You are just accumulating.
4 years,
right?
5 years,
You are
yeah.
just accumulating.
and let's say I've started 12 years old.
Whoa,
And-
12 years old.
And then that was 6 years ago, and now let's say I'm 18 years old, so I'm not in the legal age. So should I declare it, or what's your take?
Okay, maybe the question there what if I just accumulate the coins that I have? That's the question, right? I just accumulate it. I
Yeah.
don't sell it.
And
I
keep
don't
it to
do
myself.
anything, I
Don't
just
even
buy
tell
it.
my spouse.
Yes, you don't even tell your
Keep it a
spouse, right?
secret.
Yeah. So the question lies is there a CGT event? So it's like
Okay.
the question is, example, you buy a house. Say for example, you buy a house. So let's consider this as buying crypto as buying a house. So you just buy a house, you do the maintenance, you put a lot of improvements there. So just like adding your coins, another coins,
Okay.
another coins, right?
Yeah.
Is there a CGT event there? No, right?
No. Okay,
Because you
okay.
didn't have anything outflows on you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So the moment that you sold those cryptocurrencies
Yeah,
that you
okay.
have, that you stock or you accumulate,
So, yeah.
that's the thing that you would incur CGT event.
So
and you don't
you're
need to-
encouraging people to just to keep to themselves quietly
And not tell the wife.
until it resurfaces.
Actually, the only thing that you need to declare is when there is a CGT event.
No,
if there's
yeah.
if there's no CGT event, then no need to declare that one as a transaction that would affect your tax. For tax purposes, though. But still, you need to declare that one to your wife. It would be a great problem.
So declare to
Very
your
fun.
spouse before ATO.
Definitely.
I digress, but that some people say this is building generational wealth. Like if we're not, what he's doing, he's just accumulating and keeping it. So there you go.
Yeah.
So what we're really learning, what I'm really learning here personally is that engage with your accountant all year round, because I think just to have that question whether is that something that we can include in something that can be tax deductible, or is something that is really beneficial if
Yeah.
we're going
Yeah.
to do our tax returns at the end of the financial year. But at the same time, if you're an investor, if you're a business owner, it's good to have that
Or just a spouse with a crypto.
to have that constant engagement with your accountant, so that we know what's our position in terms of our businesses, and then
Yeah.
in terms of as an investor, we know when, if for example we're selling the house, we know when's the perfect time to do it, things like that. So
Yeah.
that was really good, Dave.
Wow, so we talked about individual tax and how to maximize tax efficiency and being a property investor, and if you have a business, having an account, what's the benefits, and they save you from a lot of tax mistakes. So probably we're gonna just ask ourselves, what did we learn?
So I hope, guys, you learned something.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Who do you want? So you want Jen? You want?
Oh, okay. So I've learned, the best investment is really to have an accountant. Like for me, for a small business owner and property investor, it's best to invest in a really good accountant who knows what they're doing. It saves you from being audited by ATO. They'll keep all your, documentations, and they'll make sure that, you're well structured, so you can expand in the future, and, just guide you, for future investments. So, yeah, top that.
Awesome. No, I can't top that. But yeah, in hindsight, like what you mentioned earlier, like when we have things in life, we do see specialists, for example, doctors or, lawyers. So when it comes to our finances, we do have our tax accountants and professionals. So I really appreciate learning that, and also the bonus when it comes to relationship. No, I'm just joking.
Right. So I think it's the same for me. So what we've learned, we don't do it ourselves. So the DIY, and if you have areas like you're not good at, like say I'm not good in lawn mowing, so I'm gonna hire someone to do that. I'm not saying that's the same category of profession, but if I'm gonna go back, in hire accountant, of course, and I won't do it myself because we have a investment, and especially if I'm a business person as well, I will get and seek business. So you're not alone. I think that's the main thing for me. You have a team. You can ask help from an accountant, and even talk about your business and structure. It's not just doing tax and bookkeeping and all. So that's probably my big takeaway.
Yeah.
Cool.
For me, my greatest lesson there is that it's good to have a specialist. For example, like in our business, it's good to have someone who's good in numbers, to look at the numbers, so that I, as a business owner or as an entrepreneur, can expand my business and actually grow my business. That's one. And second is, there is an importance of engaging with our accountants all year round, because we know that we can do better in terms of our investments. We can do better in terms of how we can be more tax efficient, and we can do better in terms of how we can, again, grow the business.
Save tax legally.
Yeah, save tax legally.
And save your relationship.
Yes. Declare to your wife.
All right.
Well, thanks for that, Dave. And do you have any parting words to our audience?
So actually, the best things that you have to do when you have your own business, or you have your own set of things or investment that you would do, is invest in yourself. That's the best thing. If you don't want to have an accountant, just maybe take a look in the knowledge that you would invest with. Invest on financial literacy. Invest on growing your business, or invest on learning the process. But if you don't want to have that one in mind and just avoid the stress on that one, you can just contact your friendly accountant out there.
Your
Obviously.
neighborhood account.
Your neighborhood accountant, yeah, obviously. So we just take care of your numbers, guys.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you,
Thank you,
Thank
Dave.
you.
Awesome.
And again, this is TaxSmart Casey for another podcast. We'll see you again next week.
And remember, guys, consult your professional. This is all general advice only.
Bye.